Hello and welcome to assignment 2 of Learning in the Digital Era video presentation. I am Michael Pfeiffer and I shall go over the presentation with you. Firstly, we have a content table of all the tasks that need to be done for this assignment to be completed. And we do have a reference list at the very end, which will be also available to anyone in the description below the video. Task 1, self-evaluation. I did 4 tasks to do for my self-evaluation, one of them being the team role test. And the team role I have received is innovator from all the questions that I've answered. And the innovator itself, it mainly says that I'm a creative and unique person that does tasks in scientific and analytical ways, and that they are creative and can play a crucial role in solving problems for the team. And the second test I did is my personality type of INTP, which stands for Introverted, Intuitive, Thinking and Perceiving. If you want a more of a read of the personality, it can be a lengthy one to talk about. But if you want a longer read, go to the website linked below in 16 personalities. But I'll do a quick overview of what a logician is, and logicians pride themselves on their unique perspectives and vigorous intellect. And, well, they're mainly just logical people, like Albert Einstein and Bill Gates even. The third test I did is a multiple intelligence test. The multiple intelligences was a theory that was developed by Howard Gardner, that someone can of course have multiple intelligences and not just one, as one intelligence can be divided into different parts, like logical, intrapersonal, visual, kinesthetic, musical, interpersonal, naturalist, and linguistic. My top 3 is logical, intrapersonal, and visual, which I gave some examples of what each one is described by and what they do. I also, and for the final test, I did a personality color test, of which I got green, which is coincidentally my favorite color. And what does it mean? They are a helper/supporter. They like to improvise without going into too much detail. They are creative and can come up with innovative solutions to problems, and are supportive, loyal, and can read people's emotions. And what do I say all about it? It's accurate, but only mostly. Like a personality color, one of the stark points of it is that, well, someone can easily read people's emotions. I don't. I'm unable to. And in terms of being loyal, I'm just friends with whoever I feel is good for my situation, or if they are good people I'm friends with, and I'll be most likely loyal to them and not no one else that is like a douchebag or whatever. And in terms of the other 3 tests, they are accurate, but of course, if you were to know me in person, it may not be as accurate. The next task is a personal development plan. But firstly, we go over the Gibbs reflective cycle, which goes in the order of description, feeling, evaluation, analysis, conclusion, and then the action plan. And what I've done is, from the source I've taken, is grab some key points that you would ask yourself at each stage. Like for description, you'd be describing what the problem is, how it happened, why it happened, and all of that. And let's say for the analysis, you'd ask yourself, why did it go well? Why didn't it go well? What can you make of it? And it's basically how you would normally reflect in detail and try to make of any situation or problem that you have encountered. Also, for my personal development plan, I want better communication skills. And how will I achieve it? Is by talking to other people, either in person or random people over the internet. And well, the end goal is to make a friend that I will not be rushing, as you cannot rush making friends. Also, in terms of sources, I will be using, some online sources talking about human psychology and how it can help in, understanding humans better. Very human response of me. I also want to get better in C++. I'll achieve it is by practicing. What resources will I use is by, resources the teacher gives me. Success criteria, able to make a playable game for a few minutes, either a tic-tac-toe game with AI or Snake even. And when? Before I finish uni in 2025. Also, I want better networking skills. And how will I do it is by having, you know, more knowledge on this topic by reading into this said networking, and maybe also a bit of cybersecurity. And of course, try and apply it to the real world. The sources I'll be using is mainly Palo Alto and Cisco, as they do have a wide range of sources and courses for networking and cybersecurity. I am currently working to some certificates, but I could then, prove that I'm competent with doing such tasks, and I wanted for it to be all done before 2025. Now, for the final task of task 3, becoming a lifelong learner, which is a Unit 4 summary, which might be a Unit 5 due to some assignment changes. For the first subsection, which is developing resilience. Firstly, we have a description of what is resilience. Resilience is a trait that everyone has to a certain degree, and as everyone is different to each other, everyone has different resilience, of which resilience does allow anyone to adapt and overcome difficult or unpleasant situations, like marriage. By being more resilient, the easier it is to deal with problems that can occur in your day-to-day life. Like for example, you missed a bus, your car crashed, your tire popped, you overcooked some sausages for dinner, or something, or whatever like that. You'll then be able to easily deal with those said problems. It can also help you in having more confidence, and also help you be more adaptable to what happens. So let's say if you overcooked your sausages, or toast even, I think the better example here would be toast, is that, well, some people would decide to, yeah, I'm not going to eat this, I'm going to throw it into the trash. But, or you could scrape off of the actual burnt bits. It's still edible. And resilience is also a key employability skill, mainly for well-being, adaptability, learning and innovation, teamwork, and career development. That's what resilience can help you with. And if you're able to satisfy all of them, you'll find a job much more easily. For subsection 2, which was a nuisance to summarize, as I have provided definitions of stress and anxiety, as they can both be the same thing and also very starkly different. As stress can be defined as any type of change that causes physical, emotional, psychological strain. As stress is a body's response to anything that requires attention or action. And in terms of anxiety, it's a feeling of unease, such as worry or fear, that can be mild or severe. And mind you, you can feel both at the same time, which is not a good mix of emotions. And some of the common causes of stress is moving to a new home, starting a new school or job, death of a family member or friend, or significant life changes like a disease, or you're now disabled because you were in a car crash. And what does it feel like? You might be wondering. So, some physical attributes of stress or anxiety can be stomach ache, headaches, shaking, frequent urination, due to being stressed out a bit too much, and a change in appetite, as you can either be more hungry or even less hungry. But in most cases, you'll be more hungry. And for the emotional, you'll either have more fatigue, you'll have difficulty in concentrating, you'll be more restless, more tired, and sometimes irrationally angry. In terms of subsection 3, optimizing well-being for learning, and some of the factors that impact health and well-being are just these four simple ones. Getting enough sleep/rest can help you in being less stressed and anxious. Well, not really anxious. Nutrition, having good enough vitamins, enough food in your system can help you. Sedentary behavior, like mainly sitting or lying down for certain activities. Like instead of being on a stand-up desk for work, you can just sit down and rest. Just ignore it. And also spending some time outdoors for getting a breath of fresh air can always be handy for you. In conclusion, we have went over self-evaluation, the personal development plan, and Unit 4 summary, of which the self-evaluation was a team role, personality type, multiple intelligences, and personality color tests. For a personal development plan, it was communication, programming, and networking skills that I want to cover, and also Gibbs refractive cycle that I forgot to put in. And of course, the Unit 4 summary of mainly subsections 1, 2, and 3. Anyway, here is a reference list for all of the sources that have been used. All the links are in red except for the fourth one because I am stupid enough to forget to highlight it in red. Anyway, it starts from the HTTPS and ends here at A3D for the fourth one. Anyway, that's all for me. Hope you guys have enjoyed and see you guys next time.